Hey, did you know that you can become a member of the show? Help us support the channel, help us grow for as little as 0.75 British pounds, $1 a month. It's not much, and you can help us support the channel. And also, you can get great perks. You can get loyalty badges every month showing your support and your loyalty to the channel. You can get customized emojis for you to have fun on the chat. Also, you can get priority reply to your comments, early access to new videos, member shout outs, and of course, you get your name added twice to the monthly raffle, increasing your chances to win monthly prizes. Home shirts, away shirts, anything that has to do with Newcastle United. We give away something every month, and you can win that as well. And if you want to upgrade to the ultimate tier package, you can get a lot more perks and exclusive content. On top of everything that you get on the first tier, you can also get a bigger chance to winning these raffles because you get your name added 5 times, increasing your margin to win these prizes, as well as exclusive member-only videos. You get member-only live shows and the Once Upon a Time podcast only for you, only for Ultimate members. And in this podcast, we talk about the history of Newcastle United, everything that has to do in the past, the entertainers. We cover everything throughout history, dating back to the beginnings of times. So don't miss out. It's for a small price every month. You get exclusive content and a shot of winning big prizes at the end of every month. What are you waiting for? You can join in the first link in the description or click the join button on every video, and you should be able to become a member of the show. Away the lads, everyone. Welcome to a new show, a new match reaction. We should be jumping up and down. That should be the atmosphere that we should have right now on this channel. But I think that the commentator on my end said Newcastle advanced by the skin of their teeth. And I don't think that there's a better way to describe our performance tonight against Blackburn away. Um, I'm going to say my piece, and then I'm going to let the fellas go. And of course, we're going to have more people coming on. Hopefully, Derek, the mighty win. He's at the pub. Thank you, Kevin Ritchie, for subscribing. Thank you for that. Appreciate your support. Please smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. And yeah, let's keep growing and have your say. Go ahead and comment, chat in the comment section, and we're going to obviously show or read your comment on this show. Again, maybe Derek will be joining us. He's at the pub. Of course, Mason, he said he's on his way. A few other lads are at the game, so they probably won't be able to join the match. Quickly, my take on this. I mean, it's just painful to watch Newcastle play at this moment in time. The lower, according to the stands and the league, the divisions that they play in, the lower the teams are, the worse we play, which is unbelievable to me. Eddie Howe makes changes again. I was happy with the changes, but at the end of the day, I'm also a fan of the manager should keep this almost the same lineup. That way, players know where they play, how to play, etc. Some people might disagree with that. I don't know if that contributed to our lack of form today. But honestly, we've been playing like this for, I'd say, months now, and it only seems to get to be getting worse. We go to penalties against Blackburn. With all due respect, Blackburn could have scored easily in this game, more than one goal. Yeah, we had our opportunities at the end of the game, but it was just not enough. I don't see enough. People were going crazy about Karius not playing. I don't really. I think we got bigger problems than Karius or Dubravka. And to be honest, Dubravka saved us tonight. He certainly saved us tonight, literally. We're gonna do the player scores later on, but of course, right now I want to get all the fella stakes. Please smash the like button. You can become a member and participate. You can win a home shirt at the end of the week. On Thursday, we're going to be giving away a home shirt, Newcastle United home shirt. If you are a member of this channel, you'll be able to participate. So go ahead, join the channel for as little as 0.75 pounds, and you can participate in that as well as enjoy exclusive content. Paul, let me get your take on this game, man.
Where'd you start with that? Um, it's it's uh, it's a really hard one. Obviously it's never not great to get through in penalties because it's rare for us. We normally mess it up. But you're right. I agree with you that Blackburn are a struggling championship side who have I've looked at their form and they've been in pretty not bang average form, leaking goals for fun. They have got they've got a striker up front who scored a lot of goals, but last their last couple of games run has not been great for them. And yeah, I mean not that any game is a given, but no offense to Blackburn, with the team we put out, we should really be steamrolling a team like that. I'm sorry. And we just made hard work of it from the first minute. Again, it was almost like the start we made against Arsenal, up against it in the first couple of minutes with with I think a corner quite early for Blackburn, causing trouble for us. The balls through the middle again. I mean, it's doing my head in. I mean, this is again. Sorry, Blackburn fans, if you're watching. I'm not trying to make you sound like a terrible team, but you are down there and struggling. And again, it's another team that's doing us with one ball. It just kept happening again and again in both halves where one ball is doing the whole team at times. And yeah, if they had a more clinical strike force, we wouldn't have got through in penalties. They would have won in the 90 minutes because we were not good today. We've got through. You win it. You won ugly, so you take a little bit from that, I guess. But oh, that's the only positive you can really take. Dubravka was decent. Um, some people were trying, but I think some people still had some days off today. The team doesn't look confident at times. It looks tired. I mean, again, the thing that was winding me up, we were watching it backstage before we've done this, and the thing that was winding me up that caused a lot of problems was just lazy. It was not. It was just this lazy, slow play in the back four, and it caused Blackburn saw that and they were pressing, and do you know what I mean? They kept getting us in trouble for that. And like we said, like if they had a better quality of finish, like I said, I don't think we would have we would have got through. So it's a really difficult one. I think there needs to, yes, you've got through, and it is definitely, as you said, Chris, skin your teeth, 100%. There needs to be some questions asked about the performance itself. There has to be, because
Yeah.
you can't look at that and be like, I get you can win ugly. I'm not saying you can't. I get that. That is something in football that exists, but there's certainly something not right. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying they've. I'm not trying to say they've lost confidence or how or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I don't. Yeah, just something doesn't click at the moment about us, especially going forward. We looked a bit clueless at times, and obviously when I know Isaac's just come back from injury, and so is Willock, but we looked even more clueless up top after the fact they went off. Yeah, just seeing that from Jules, yeah. So it's a funny one. It's a funny one to shape up because it wasn't. It was a really poor performance, and if we played anyone with any quality today, we're out of the cup.
Yeah, very well. Good points right there, Roy. How did you watch the game from Qatar? Did we play good in Qatar, or did we play the
Shit.
same?
It's very fucking well. It was about 30 seconds faster than yours, and it was
Yeah.
still shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. What was that? I mean, I thought it'd be 3-1, 4-1 easy, and then it was shit. Um, I wanted Longstaff to play because I thought it's his level. Fuck, these guys are better than him. So yesterday I thought Longstaff was a championship player. I think he's a League One player now. He's fucking shit. Um,
Uh,
he's got nothing. He's got no pace, no aggression, zero creativity. Can't even pass the ball. Um, is it to do with Eddie Howe? I'm not sure. He's back to when he was. He's back to Steve Bruce days. So it looks like Miggy's purple patch last year when he had it for like 6 weeks or 2 months or something. I think Longstaff had longer one, and now he's just rubbish again. There's few players who look like they went back to Bruce days. Fabian Schär today, unbelievable. That handball at halfway line, he couldn't jump. Lascelles mistimed a jump for a header. Uh, I mean, the only positive was Miggy. Well, no, okay, Dubravka was man of the match, but Miggy, I think Miggy when he came on, he was the best player on the pitch today. Um, my biggest negative was he brings Miley on and then takes him off. Um, uh, a classic, how to destroy someone's confidence. That's what you do. You bring him on and take him off. That means, you know what that means? And Longstaff's still on the pitch. Miley will be thinking, what do I need to do here? Because that fucker's still on the pitch and I can't get a game. So
Yeah.
he brings me on and takes me off, and Longstaff's still on. And I thought Miley did much better than Longstaff did. I mean, most of the plays were rubbish anyway today, but Dunburn, I didn't see him much. Did you see him much? I don't think I've seen him much, even though he's
Well,
7 foot.
well, let me do this.
You'll never ever beat Stanburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Stanburn. He's from Blackburn. He's from.
Anyways,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Dunburn. We'll go through the plays one by one anyway later. So
Yeah, we'll do that. But
it was,
Mason,
anyway.
yeah,
One
yeah, go ahead,
last thing.
finish. Sorry.
Eddie Howe lives to see another week. Let's see.
Well, but you
'Cause
know,
I thought
and
if he got beat here, he would have been
yeah,
big
and
shit.
when we open a discussion, we'll talk about that because that's no way, that's no way to live. But it is true. But Mason, you were at the pub tonight. How do you assess that game, brother?
Shite.
Yeah.
Honestly, shite. If it wasn't for Dubravka, we could have been 4-0 down to a team who was 1-1 in 9
Yeah.
in the championship, which is pretty much embarrassing. I mean, they were up for it. We don't do things the hard way. I mean, if it wasn't for a certain few players, we kept winning the game. We could have been absolutely torn apart. I mean, some of the players, honestly were poor, and I'm going to apologise to Martin Dubravka because I've had my doubts about him, but to come out and play, and it's a championship team, but to come out and put a performance in like that is very good. I mean, I know I've had my critics, but and obviously he kept winning he kept winning the cup. I mean, there's a few players who have been in my bad books, Longstaff, didn't know where Burn was at times, Lascelles for that era, but I mean, how does Longstaff get a game? and I dropped Miggy, but how does Longstaff get a game when he was shite tonight? Baffles me.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
No, that's me finished.
Yeah. Let me just show some highlighted comments real quick. Some comments. Mad Max says, feel like we just won a championship relegation battle. My stomach doing flips, man. Veer says, where is Karya's the Karya's fan club now? Big up the Dubster. That's Roy right there. Roy's
Yeah, it's
look,
me.
he's
Hands
part of the
up.
club. So
Yeah.
he was definitely wrong. Jules, big up Jules. Thank you for being on the show. She says, and some still wanted Karya's in. Go figure. Kevin Rich, by the way, he's the one. He used to be he is my friend. I'm damn. No, that's not a good way to say it. He used to be my friend.
Yeah.
He's
Good
American.
luck, Kevin.
He's American. He is a Man United fan, but before you kill him, he's one of the good ones. He doesn't, he
He's one
knows
of
his
those
team is.
5%.
Yeah, his team is shite. He knows that. That's why he goes to other channels like ours because he feels he feels better about himself. But yeah, Kevin, it took me a while to remember your last name, mate. But yeah, we used to do a podcast as well. But yeah, man, appreciate you, Kevin, for being on the show, brother. Um, Jordan Timms says we made that hard work. Are you at the pub still, old man?
He's at home.
No, back home.
She had it behind him.
Then get settled down, man.
It doesn't look happy.
Okay,
Tell you what, I tell you what it is. We are the luckiest team
well, hold on.
to walk.
Go ahead. Get
I
settled down.
I don't know what I've missed, but that performance was crap. But the only thing I've got to say is to all those wankers who were doubting Dubravka, thank God we've got Dubravka, because if we hadn't have had him, would have been buried at half time.
Hey, one is right next to you. But what are you just making a cameo appearance, man? Are you not going to be professional? Are you not going to sit down and come on, man? Where's your dedication to the show, man?
I'm here now. Listen, I've got to be up at 3 o'clock, and I've got to do a Roy. I've got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got to drive to Inverness.
Well, that's fine, but we got a long way to go, man. So, all right, you can do it.
I can hang on as long as you want.
All right, Jordan Tim says we made hard work of that, but glad we got the win at the end. Ian Dunbar says very poor again. Too many championship level players in the squad. No wonder we struggled to beat a championship team. Key 88 put Roy to sleep anyway. The match, yeah.
That's why I'm half asleep now.
No, I've got a bit more. I've got a bit more about Roy as well, because the only guy that changed that game when he came on was Miggy.
Yeah. Well, I said that.
Right. Just the last one. Tristan Hall says next 2 games, no change. Sack Howe. I sent Easy Wolves. Chelsea.
How was Longstaff still on the pitch after we made 6 substitutions or whatever we made?
Yep. No, I agree. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Unbelievable.
Okay, now, Omen, go ahead and give me your take on the game, your full-time assessment.
We were just dreadful. Totally, utterly dreadful. And it's again, it's down to the midfield. We ain't got a midfield. I saw a few of the comments in the group chat complaining about Bruno. I tell you what, if it hadn't been for Bruno, would have been dead and buried. Absolutely dead and buried. Because Longstaff, might as well not have been on the pitch. The sitter that he missed from the rebound, it was harder to miss than hit. Willock, bless him, did absolutely nothing. There was only Bruno yet again who was putting himself about and actually doing something constructively. Yeah. But they were just going through that midfield like a knife through butter. And why can he not say that? Why can he not do something about that midfield and stiffen it up? Put another body in. Just do something. And he seems incapable of doing it. And then when we ended up with again Miley, Longstaff, and Bruno in the middle, how he thought that was going to do any benefit, and he ended up taking. How crazy is that? Putting Miley on and then taking him off. It was good. It was good to see the Geordie Maradona come on and get a few minutes in his legs. But honest to God, if Sean Longstaff is starting on Saturday, yet again we will get hammered. We will get hammered. Because that team, that's a team that's just skirting with the relegation of Div 2 of the Championship, as it is now. It's just poor. We couldn't put 5 passes together. We couldn't, okay, we did create 2 or 3 moves or 4 moves maybe throughout the whole 90 minutes. But that's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. And for me, like I say, I started taking giant strides towards the Eddie's taking us as far as you can go brigade. And I hate to be there. I hate to be there. But sadly, standing on the touchline and looking concerned doesn't butter any parsnips, I'm afraid.
Well, again, we can open up the debate now. Roy, and I can start with this. You mentioned that Eddie is living week by week, and it's no way. It's a very difficult situation because the manager's always going to lose that one because he can't win every match, and so I don't personally know anything about the owners or the management being upset with Eddie at this point in time. Obviously, a defeat would have been catastrophic, and we just don't know what could have happened.
Do you want
But-
some of the stats, Chris?
Go ahead.
So just to relay, so Blackburn had 38% possession to our 62%. They had 16 shots, we had 19. They had 9 shots on target, we had 8. They had 2 corners, we had 14 corners. This is the one that frustrates me and a lot of people, and this is kind of similar to Arsenal. Blackburn committed 16 fouls, we committed 8. And
In
again, it's that bite.
minutes.
It's that bite that's missing from us again.
That's worse than the Arsenal game. That
Yeah, do you know what I mean? They just
No, Arsenal, we only had 6.
Was it
in
6?
90 minutes, but yeah,
Well,
but we
still, I
played
mean,
100
what 6 to 8? I mean, what? Are we?
No. Yeah, but we played.
But,
120
yeah, that's right, because that's 8 in 120 minutes.
That's even worse.
Thing, yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. That's shocking, isn't it? That's not good.
At least we got a couple of yellows.
Yeah,
But it's clear, obvious. I mean, let's be honest. I know that you can't just translate match with another match, but just like imagine if we would have. We just played against Arsenal and we deserve to be 7-0 down, honestly. But if we would have played against just another team that had a better quality players, I mean, this would have been disastrous.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about any top team. I'm just saying against Crystal Palace or against the Wolves on the weekend.
Wolves. That's a big worry for me. Wolves. What he's going to do between now and Saturday, I've got no idea. But it needs to be something miraculous. We need to see those Eddie miracles. We need to see the Eddie magic dust coming out again. Because if we don't, we're in for a torrid afternoon on Saturday afternoon. I tell you that.
Well, but there's not really much you can change, though. Let's be honest.
Well, he's got there is. He's got a whole load of options, and the first option should be get another body into midfield.
Yeah. Roy, what do you think, man?
well, he needs to give them a rest. I'll probably put them in conditioning recovery training tomorrow. So tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday, give the whole team a day off. Friday, just have a light session, technical awareness training. Don't do all that high intensity shit because they look fucked today.
No, they need to watch some videos.
Mourinho would probably think these. I'm not gonna say the bad word, but these guys that didn't play well need to get back in the damn gym, and you know what I mean. Need to work at it. So
I think that I would go the opposite. Just rest them because they look absolutely knackered.
now, one thing I wanna point out before I forget, that is very. And now I'm gonna jump onto the Derek bandwagon when he took Botman out. I didn't think that was. I think that was all right, but he took Miley out after putting him in the pitch, and he played. As far as we know, he's not hurt. So he played like what, 15 minutes. Was he preparing for penalties? Maybe. Did he throw the towel before, which doesn't actually look.
Because Longstaff didn't take one.
Longstaff did, didn't he?
He didn't. No.
But
if he did,
I mean,
if he did, we won't be celebrating the win now.
No, but Anderson did, to be fair.
Yeah, Anderson
did. But so do you guys? Because
Longstaff's
Derek,
a
I'm surprised.
coward,
I'm surprised that you're not.
And Anderson's, by the way, was the best penalty of the lot. It was the only one that was hit.
Now,
you know,
I
Through
don't
the
know.
ball.
Charles is my favourite.
Fabian shares
Fabian
the
Charles
61.
is
But-
brilliant.
but- Derek,
yeah, but it's still a side. I hate side puts. I hate all the fancy dancing that Bruno did that cost us against Palace.
Derek,
Almost.
what do you think about Dan Burn?
I thought you had
You'll
to blame
never
that.
ever
beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn.
You'll never
ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn.
Anyways, what were you saying about
El Clásico.
that? Is a classic, man. Please, people, smash the like button. A lot of people are coming on the show. 88 people right now watching live to the American Mag and UFC Insiders. So please smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the show. And yeah, you can become a member and win a shirt at the end of the weekend. On Thursday, we're going to be giving away a home shirt. No, but now for real, Mighty Win. I'm not going to have right here. My hands are here. Where? What do you think? What do you think about Dan Burn, man?
Well, I'm telling you, he had a good game. He did nothing wrong.
He got skinned a few times.
He didn't get skinned a few times.
What?
He did. Come on.
He did, man.
You know, but it's
You
normal
see,
now.
You are confusing getting skinned with getting beat by balls over the top.
Well, he got skinned, man.
You know, and we just do a foot race.
No, that number.
But how did those balls get over the top?
Well,
They were kicked.
He wasn't bad today.
it wasn't bad, but I just want a little bit
position-
honesty. That way you sound and look reliable. Because now you just defending for no reason. So we wish you would be a little bit more honest, and just say.
I'm being perfectly honest. I'm being perfectly honest.
All right.
Dan,
Well,
Dan Burn had a 7.5, 8 out of 10 today.
What?
Wow.
Seriously.
I don't.
that's why people don't watch us no more, man.
Hey, listen. Watch the game again. And you
I'm
tell me,
I'm not fucking watching that shite, man.
when Dan, therein lies the problem. People don't watch the match again
You know
when we
why?
get stuck.
Because I'm not
Hey,
wasting another
that's the-
100.
That's the
another
very
120
time you
minutes.
should be watching the match again.
Billy,
No, I'm not
Hey,
watching
Billy's
sorry,
just
that.
made a
hey,
good
hey,
point
wait,
there,
time-
man.
Time out. Roy said, what'd you say, Roy?
I'm not wasting another 120 minutes.
I'm not doing that again.
Precious minutes for my precious
In
life.
which case you won't
Watching
learn.
fucking long stuff.
Hey, Mary, how you doing?
In which
other
case
match.
you will not learn.
Chris,
I
can I
don't
come
want
in
to.
here?
Fuck.
Huh?
If I'm,
Can I come
if
in
what
It's
here?
you
easy
love
to watch.
stuff,
It's easy to watch
You
Spurs
wanna-
when you beat them 6-1.
Hold on. Let Mason
oh,
talk.
I'll
What's
watch
up?
that.
Billy
I'll
makes
watch
a good
that,
point.
okay.
What they
But
make?
I
What they? Billy, we're kind of behind on the comments, but let me.
Billy makes a good point for their goal.
Billy said Burn partly at fault for the goal, left his position to leave
There you go.
Samodics unmarked.
There you go.
There we go. Hey,
Well, I completely disagree. The only guy to blame there was Cher, if you want.
Cher was.
No,
I will
wait,
say. I
wait.
will agree. Cher was not.
no,
was
no.
not playing tonight.
I don't agree. That goal was Lascelles' fault with that easy header that he
And
missed.
And you wanted Lascelles. You wanted. But look,
Yeah,
but let's be honest. Let's be honest
I'm
on that
not
front. Thank
perfect.
you, Mr. Joku 85 for subscribing. Appreciate, and everybody else that's subscribing to the show. Appreciate you. Listen, we're doing it for the sake of fun, of course. You know, talking about players, but let's be fair. Maradona can come and play tomorrow, and Messi, and this team is not going to do any better, man. By the weekend, let's be honest. You know, it's really. Whatever Eddie does, I don't even know what I think. I think the best option for Eddie right now is to put the same 11 that he's been playing all season consistently and hope for the best. Because if he's going to keep changing stuff, it just don't work, man.
That's not management. Hoping for the best is not management.
But you got to win in the weekend, right?
And I firmly believed that Eddie was a highly intelligent football coach. And it seems to me that without J7 in that side, his plan with the high press and everything that goes with that, because there was on 2 or 3 occasions tonight that we did press high, and when we did, we succeeded, and we got the ball back, and we got it into that box. But this reluctance to pull the trigger, and instead of tippy tappy round the box all the time, it boils my you know what. You know what I mean? Just have a shot, for God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the few occasions that we actually were in front of the goal, we absolutely knew nothing on how to finish a play. I mean,
Nah.
actually, in the first half, to be honest with you, Dubravka saved us twice, and we hadn't even gotten near their goalkeeper. It makes me afraid because I don't know if we're playing against a team that is a limited team in Blackburn. They played. I mean, they came to do their business, but let's be honest, they shouldn't be able to really make our lives miserable like they did in today's match. And you could
And
see it from the minute 0 from minute 1 to the last minute that we played.
absolutely. And for all of these doubters who say, Dubravka's rooted to his lane and all this bollocks, he came out a damn sight more than Karius did today. He came out probably more than Pope ever does. It's nonsense, man. Dubravka is a fantastic keeper. That's why he was player of the season 2 years ago. Kept us in the Premiership almost single-handed under Steve Bruce's garbage.
Well, Roy says that
Agree.
Steve Bruce, at least he knows how to park the bus correctly instead of
Yep.
Well,
putting in-
as I said in the chat, Eddie Dubravka, Eddie Howe will never
I
get
take
a
his
dog
medicine.
license because he just doesn't know how to hang on to a lead.
But I just want to know, what do you got to say about Dan Burns' mistakes, though?
Well, I
Uh,
didn't
uh,
know.
uh,
Never beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn.
oh man, you didn't take your medicine today, man. You're a little off today. The beer wasn't good at the pub, or what? What's happening?
Well, the beer was fine at the pub, but I didn't have very much because I was driving.
Oh man, well that's not good. Do you have a little bit of dog? Did you let the dog out?
No. I had a couple of pints of Foster.
You gotta be careful with the dog, man. That stuff will catch you quickly. Um, well, I guess we can go player by player, do the scores right now. We got 97 people. Let's get to 100. Come on. Smash the like button. We got a lot of people on the show. Appreciate your support. A lot of good content creators as well in the chat. It's all Black and White TV, and as well as Billy Trey from the Tune Review in the chat. So come on, smash the like button. And of course, I appreciate these guys on the show chatting it up in the comment section. Let's give scores out, man. Let's put it all on the line tonight. And we're gonna do subs and all that stuff. Roy, you're my timekeeper, man. Make sure that we get at least an hour and a half of the show. So come up with whatever you want to talk about. You can show us a picture of your knee X-rays.
Right.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I'm just
Why?
Anyways, we can start with Martin Dubravka. And please, if you're in the chat, go ahead and give us your score for the player that we're talking about as well. Because I want to get your opinion. Big up Tiger Studios as well. Appreciate you, man. He wants how out. Effing embarrassing, he says. Yeah, I mean it was certainly worrisome to say the least.
I've got to be honest. I'm starting to get there.
Well, hold on. You know what? Let me just ask this question before we go to play to the scores, because ultimately you shouldn't have to wait for a bad result to make a decision that you are feeling strong about. So you know that it went to penalties. Anything could have happened. Dubravka could have, I mean, anything could have happened. So it doesn't change the fact that we didn't play good at all. So as far as your perception on if Eddie should stay, Roy was saying a lot of things in the private pub that I'm not gonna say live because he is his own man. He can say it himself, even though I'm instigating a little bit. But I mean, what do you think about? I mean, the performance don't change. The score might have changed, but that doesn't change the fact that we were really horrible. So, Mason, you want to say something? What is your perception on the manager right now, as far as his future?
Slowly walking on thin ice. Massive game on Saturday. That's my view. Massive game on Saturday.
But we keep saying that though.
But no, but the fact is as well, Wolves are in the same boat as us if they want to get up in Europe. And then after that, we've got Chelsea, who are shite.
Yeah.
As what Gary
We
Neville
need to
said.
go back in the comments, couple.
That's what Gary Neville said.
Comment,
I forgot what Gary Neville said. Bastard. With Chelsea.
$1 billion bottle jobs.
That's it. Just both.
He called us that. He said that to us.
No,
Chelsea man.
Oh, Chelsea. Well, yeah, guess what he's gonna say about us? Shit. If we let that go, a lot of pundits as well we're heating this match up, saying it's a must win for Newcastle because they got killed at the Champions League. They got killed from the Carabao Cup. They got killed. They're getting killed in the league. So a lot of people are waiting for our fall, our downfall. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people secretly and publicly waiting for Newcastle to go down. But anybody, Roy, I want to ask you, man, what is your perception right now on the manager?
if he lost today, he would have been in deep shit. I think he would have been in the office tomorrow, 100%. Our XG chances, forget the goals. We give away more chances, score against more than any team when the bottom of the league by a mile. So it's not just hope's not there or saving. Teams miss chances against us more than any other team in the league. So football's gone bad. People can see things wrong. Long staff every game, the formation. Today, I don't think it's the formation of the players. It was just the whole team looked down.
The formation looked good, to be honest.
Not motivation.
Didn't look good to me.
Nothing looked good today. Nothing. I tell you what, Dubravka looked good, which I didn't want him to play, but I was wrong. And then the player out of Slate the most, who got a -2 last week, was the best player on the pitch when he came on, Miggy.
Yeah.
Maybe because that being on the bench gave him a wake up call and thought, I think just Longstaff, flipping heck, man. What is this?
Well,
Eddie's biggest cock up today was bringing Miley on and then taking him off. How do you fuck a kid's confidence? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That was what. Did I remember when you said about Dan Botman last week?
Yeah, exactly.
This was worse. This.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the old man hasn't come out in the defense of the Geordie boy, which surprises me. He actually was subbed in and subbed out, which is even worse than taking Botman out after he started.
The thing is,
but I'd already told you I would have taken him and Miley out.
But why would you gonna? That is unheard of. You bring in a player that you think is gonna make a change to the game, and then you take him right out. Would he have done that?
No. I'm saying that from kickoff, we still went with the 3 in midfield, and the 3 in midfield are not good enough.
But
I would have played a back 5 with Burn alongside
against Black. That's what I'm saying. You think that that's the thing, man. You're 110 years old, and so you think that is the 1800s, man. That we just founded this club and we gotta be scared of everybody. It's Blackburn, man.
It
It's
doesn't
what
matter.
is it, 16th in the championship. The Maccombs are higher than them, I believe.
And does it not prove that even a team that's 16th in the championship can cut through that three-man midfield?
We
They did.
played horrible, man. So what are we talking about? We're saying that any team, because everybody that contradicts this, my thought, which again, I'm not 100% on. We need to win everything this season, and then, or if not, it's a fail. I don't agree with that, but I want a little bit more from the team. I mean, people say, well, anybody can beat anybody in the Premier League. Are we going to say the same thing about Blackburn? Anybody can be, any championship team can be anybody in the Premier League. What are we talking about, man? Like,
I mean, look, there is a hoodoo of the FA Cup. That does exist. You have League Two sides that beat Premier League teams. That happens. We got beat by Cambridge because we didn't play good enough. I get it. These things can happen in the cup, and that's why people love the FA Cup, because there is that magic of the FA Cup. But the thing is that if you go with the wrong mentality, that's when you get binned out. And our lads today, whether it's performance, attitude, whatever it was, for a lot of that game, we didn't have the right head on. We didn't. We weren't. Was there a time when Blackburn were like up against the wall again with us? Keeper making saves. We were getting corner after corner after corner, breathing down their necks. We didn't. Was there a moment in that game really like that? Not really. Do you know what I mean? And again, no offense, this is Blackburn, as we said, who is struggling. As Mason said, they've had a poor run. They've had one win in 9 games, and they've been shipping goals for fun. They've been really poor at defense. So this is not a team in like a great form or whatever. And I get you can have it. I get it. They're at home. They're up for it. So I get it. I get all the things that go in their favour. The crowd's behind them. All that. I understand it. But at the end of the day, we're a professional club, and that's part of our job. We went to PSG and did one of the best performances of our career. I know we got done by the penalty, whatever, but that's still one of the best performances in Newcastle I've seen for a long time. And now again, that's a harder away ground than Blackburn. I'm sorry, it just is. You can't compare PSG away to Blackburn away. And I don't know what it is. You can't. I know people saying Joe Linton's out, and I get that. But Roy made a really good point when we were doing the backstage stuff. Yes, Joe Linton's out, but at one point in that game, apart from Dubravka, I know Pope's out, but the 11 on the pitch were pretty much last season's 11 that finished fourth.
Actually, I had to get Ian McKenna. Ian McKenna and I, we talk. I love it because we get to talk. He says, I do not understand the mentality of getting into the quarters and then saying how out. Can someone explain that to me? We're certainly not.
I'll explain it to him.
Well, hold on. We certainly. I'll let you have at it. And I love this because this is a channel where we let anybody have their say. We don't block anybody or ban anybody for football opinions. I love it. We can discuss this. We're trying to analyze the game. We played horrible, man. And that is the honest truth. If you, Ian, if we can look eye to eye, I'm looking at the camera, and you look at your phone, at your PC, wherever you're looking, wherever you're watching from, you can't look at me in the eye and say that that we played good or we played decent. We could have been eliminated by Blackburn. What would you have said if one of those penalties went out? We have to analyze. We can't, because if not, the show is going to be 5 minutes long. We come in here and say, well, Newcastle advanced. They scored all the penalties. See you later. We got to, you know what I mean? So we got to be able to discuss. But Derek, you want to have a shot at that?
Yeah, because Ian's saying getting to the quarters.
And I love Ian.
We are the luckiest team left in the quarters. There you go. Yeah. And you can argue that we're the unluckiest to get knocked out of the Champions League and the unluckiest to get knocked out of the Carabao Cup, because that's the way cup competitions go. But it was a poor performance. And Eddie Howe has to take responsibility for that.
Yeah. But Ian, we love you, man. I love you. Have you on the show, and
Yeah, absolutely.
you having your say, mate. And we're gonna go through a few comments here and there, but let's get with the game, the scores for this match. By the way, 115 people. We're blessed to have all these people on, so appreciate your support. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. And you know you're gonna get shows every night around this time actually. So yeah, we're having a great time making these videos for you. Let's start with Martin Dubravka, and of course you can get involved as well. Come on in and vote. Say what you think he deserves as far as scores is concerned. Martin Dubravka, Paul? What do you think about him? What would you rate him as?
He's man of the match for me. Easy man of the match, and he gets a 9 out of 10. Won us the game. Won us the penalties.
Yeah. Mason.
10.
I fucking think so as well.
Because I've just seen it.
You were
You
thinking about it.
tell me something he did wrong.
You know what is Pierre and the infamous just put doing the way he played tonight and keep him in the FA Cup. He's got to get 10.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but Mason, you know I love you, man, and you're our teddy bear. I don't usually get onto you, brother, but you wanted Karius last night.
I know, but honestly, I put my hand up there. Dubravka honestly showed me that he can be a decent keeper on his day. But I know he's got critics, but I thought tonight he was unbelievable. You know, I just sat there in the bar.
Well, you know what? I take that.
Honestly, I do hold my hands up. I genuinely do hold my hands up. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal tonight.
There you go.
So I'm going to give him a 10. Honestly, he's my man of the match.
I appreciate that, man. You
honestly put my hands up. I genuinely put my hands up.
See, Derek, that is a man that accepts when he's wrong, man.
But fair play, you know, fair play to Mason for doing so, you know, brilliant.
Yeah, but you have never accepted that Dan Burn has made any mistakes this whole season. So that's the difference between a man that is an honorable man against an old, decrepit.
That is not true. Not true at all.
But it's okay. But we're doing the score.
And whoever there was a comment on before, so you're saying Dan Burn should play for England? No, I'm not. I'm not saying he should play for England.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's keep going to scores. Roy Dubravka.
100% 10. Man of the match. It reminds me of his performance in his first game against Man U. Not a foot wrong the whole game. We're in the quarter final because of him. That's nothing to do with the coach or anyone. It's him. Yeah. And I put my hands up as well. I didn't want him to start today, but there you go. I was wrong, Derek.
There you go. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Another good honorable man. That's why Roy's on the show.
Stick with the old man, and you'll not go far wrong. I tell you.
There you go. I appreciate that. Derek, what do you rate Dubravka's performance? How do you rate him?
Well, I very rarely give 10s out because for me to get a 10, you have to be absolutely faultless. And Dubravka tonight was absolutely faultless. And he gets a 10 comfortably. He did absolute. Can anybody tell me anything that he did wrong?
No.
In the 120 minutes?
No.
In the 130 minutes if you include the penalties.
Yeah.
Injury time as well in the 4 quarters.
Right, and we can say that a goalkeeper after this match, please, fans. Goalkeeping is not our problem. So we got a lot of problems. That is not goalkeeping. So we got Karius that can come on. And of course, Pope is coming back soon. And he is going to start, ladies and gentlemen, because people are going to say, how can Dubravka lose?
Man,
Pope is the starter, man.
And that's exactly what I would say as well, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, everybody points to all the goals he's conceded in the league. Out of all of the goals he's conceded, as I say, I've said before, I think 4 of them you could conceivably say were his fault. He's so 4 are his fault, and he's made at least half a dozen worldies and another half a dozen really good saves.
A lot of people saying, yeah, Dubravka. Almost everybody really saying Dubravka
Yeah.
10. All right, let's move on to the center backs. Jamal Lascelles, captain for the Magpies tonight. Lascelles, Paul.
Oh, this is because he's definitely at fault for the goal. It's just I don't know what he's doing. He's done okay-ish otherwise in the game. The thing that frustrates me, and it's not just him, it's that back four at times slow, plodding through quicksand sometimes. It's so slow, and it was causing trouble. Like the Blackburn players were seeing it. We were so slow on the ball, and he was part of that. Definitely part of that. Botman was obviously, whether he's injured or whatever, or his confidence, whatever, he was obviously left out of today, and this was coming for him. He wasn't like awful, but he wasn't brilliant either. I think if I'm going to be fair, 5 out of 10. Don't think I can give him much higher than that.
I would give him a 5 as well. I generally would. I would have given him a 6 if it wasn't his fault for the goal, but obviously the goal happened by I forgot his name again. I'm just kind of calling him Sammy. If he didn't make that mistake with their goal, I feel like I would have given him a 6, but I'm going to give him a 5.
Sorry, most people saying 4 or 5 for Lascelles. Paul, Tony. Damn it, Roy. I sound like my mom calling everybody, even the dog's name before my name.
Generous 5, nothing special today.
Yeah.
The goal was his fault.
Right.
He looked at home playing against a championship team.
Cards Gaming, thank you. Yeah. You had to put it in. All right, Derek, Lascelles, mate.
I think you're all being a bit harsh. I thought Lascelles had a canny game. He was at fault for the goal, no doubt about that.
So that's not a canny game.
That's not good.
But
Jordy's taught me one of the first words that canny is a good thing. So how the hell is he gonna have a canny game?
Well, that's because he had a good game.
The goal.
He had a good game, but he conceded the goal. He had probably between a 7 and an 8 out of 10 before the cock up. So that the cock up cost him. So I would say I'll certainly give him a 6, probably a 7. I think he was certainly one of our better performers tonight.
He's not the worst.
Not by a long, long way.
Wait till we get to the midfield.
Well, how I've always defended Miggy. But by the way, Roy, I've also said that Miggy plays better when he's under pressure for his place.
Yep.
And so starting Murphy, the kick up, he shouldn't need it, right? Professional footballers should not need that kick up the arse.
Some of them do, though.
Miggy definitely does. He's one that does. And I think Isaac and Wilson are the same. They only perform to their best ability when they've got somebody breathing down their neck. And the trouble with Newcastle this whole season is that we haven't had anybody.
Hey, our beloved Billy Trey says he agrees with Derek on this one. So
good old Billy,
they finally agree. Lascelles was fine apart from the goal. All right.
Throw enough dots, one might hit the ball.
Yeah. Trolls. Trolls. I thought you were.
I can't clap you, Billy, because I'm holding the phone with one hand.
Hey, man, read between the lines, man. Trolls has become a member, so appreciate you, Trolls. Everybody, round of applause for Trolls.
Good man through.
Or women. I don't know. But thank you, Tro, so much for being here. And you might win a shirt at the end of the weekend. A home shirt is going away for members only. Beer Biking is enjoying that Derek face emoji because Derek's face is that button is smashed up, man.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing here?
Come on.
Million technology.
You know what? We'll go to commercials and be
You'll
right
never
back.
ever beat Stanburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Stanburn. He's from Blackburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Stanburn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Stanburn.
Anyways, we're back from commercials, ladies and gentlemen, and
We're sponsored by Dan Burn.
yeah, exactly. Who are we on? Lascelles. We need to move fast. Fabian Schär, Paul.
Man, it's just, each one is more difficult in this game. Midfield are going to get slaughtered, as Roy said. Prepare for that. I mean, look, I don't think he was terrible. It's been weird with Botman. They both look a bit shot of confidence, which is bizarre. Because Schär's been in decent form, especially going forward. I loved his penalty. I mean,
Yeah, pretty
good.
The penalty because I thought it was bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he was similar to Lascelles. Really, I don't think he did anything like terribly wrong. So, I mean, I gave Lascelles a 5 because of the mistakes, so I have to give him a 6. I think, to be fair to him.
Yep.
I don't think he was terrible, or I don't think he was brilliant either.
Yep. Mason Fabian Schär.
I'll give him a 5. I thought he had a neutral game tonight.
Yep.
I thought he had a neutral game tonight. I'm going to stick by my guns and give him a 5.
I forgot about handball.
Oh, in sensible Monica. If Jericho had seen that freaking handball, he would have been off. I'm sorry, he would have been off tonight because that's denying a goal scoring opportunity that night.
Yeah. Roy.
I'm only going to give him a 5 because he's a sexy bastard. I would have given him a 4 because of that handball, but then he had that penalty, so that gives him the point.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, beautiful penalty.
Not bad. Yeah, that's a good penalty. To be fair, if he would have missed, he would have been the most hated man in Newcastle. But he made it.
He is sexy. That's Julie.
Julie. Yeah, Julie. Julie. I think she said it last time. She gave him a 1 just for being sexy.
Even men fancy him. Come on, he is a sexy bastard.
Yeah, only
I
Derek.
wish his football was as good as his looks, though.
Only Derek. Mighty win, Fabian Schär, man.
6.
6.
He still looked the only one who looked like bringing the ball out and doing anything. Few of his balls were wayward, but some of his balls were excellent. Yeah, and for the penalty, 6.
All right. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move to the sides. Kieran Trippier. He was subbed, but he played. He started. So, yeah, Paul.
Yeah, it was. Again, he was okay. He wasn't brilliant. Again, it's what I mean. Like, no one's really coming away outside of Dubravka with a lot of credit in this game. Really, like I said, I don't think Schär. Just talk about Schär, Paul. I don't think Trips was awful. I don't think he was brilliant either. We'll get on to Gordon. I think Gordon takes better corners than him. He's got a great corner on him. Trips was fine. Like so, he got subbed off. I think I can't give him higher than a 5 because I just don't. Yeah, he didn't do enough.
Mason.
Sorry, I'm just looking at something because I've just seen something with Dubravka.
What'd you see?
I'll quickly go on to trips. I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a
5.
5.
All right, Roy.
No, some.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I can't just say something as well. I've just seen something. Apparently, Eddie House just said Dubravka's been playing with a medical condition,
Ooh.
Wow,
and he puts in a performance like that tonight.
amazing.
Seriously.
Let's hope he gets a few more medical conditions.
Nine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have to see what that's all about. But if so, obviously, well, he said it, but we'll have to see. We have to see. But yeah, it was a tremendous performance tonight by Dubravka. Roy, what do you think on Kieran Trippier?
For not one of his best games for us. Quiet had to come off as well. Ineffective, but don't expect much when you got. When Murphy was in front of him for most of the game, he was rubbish today. Long stuff. So that, yeah, I'll give him a 4. He shouldn't have played anyway. He looked like he needed the rest. So
Yeah.
unlucky. Yeah, just a 4.
All right, Derek Trippier.
I think 4's a bit harsh, but his set piece delivery was poor again. It was crying out with the airport when you've got Lascelles and Burn in the middle there. It was crying out for balls just to be stuck under the bar for to have a go at.
Yeah.
And none of them were anywhere near. And the one opportunity he had, he's got that fabulous ability to volley the ball with the instep, and he had one opportunity to do that late on, and he fluffed that. Yeah, I hate giving him low marks, but yeah, I'll give him a 4.
All right, we're gonna go to the other side. Dan Byrne. We're not gonna play the music. We're just gonna go straight to
I was waiting for it.
Paul. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've said about Burn, haven't we? That he's not, he's it's a difficult one at times because he's done fine, and again, it's kind of like he's had a chance from a corner that he blazed over the bar, which I think he probably could have done better with the height there. Defensively, Blackburn were finding out, and it wasn't just Burn. They were finding us out at times with that ball, that one ball that did our defence, the midfielder as well. It wasn't just Burn that was in trouble there. But again, I don't think he got he wasn't getting done all the time, the whole game or anything like that. I can see some very that's very harsh a 2. I wouldn't give Burn a 2. That's a bit harsh. I think Burn was fine. I'm going to give him a 5, right in the middle.
Yeah, Mason.
I thought he was fine as well. I'll give him a 5 as well. I'm trying to think what Derek says.
Roy.
I'm gonna make Derek happy today and say 6. I think he's done less mistakes than the other 3 at the back.
Not bad. Not bad.
But doesn't mean he was great though. Yeah.
Better
than his last few
6
games.
is what it is.
Yeah, 6 is good. 6 is Dan Burn 6. So the back 4 average 5 for me.
Yeah.
So it's they all got 5s. Dan Burn's got a 6 and Tripp's got a 4, but the average of 5 each.
Yeah. Derek, let me guess.
Well, you'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blackburn. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's
You're not gonna live that down.
That's starting to wear a bit thin now.
It's not me, man. It's the producers. The producers
not.
are playing that. It's not me, man. It's not me. But yeah, Derek.
I'm going to give him a 6 as well. He was nothing outstanding, but
There we go. I like that.
He certainly wasn't the weakest link in the team by a long shot.
Yeah, there we go. Predator says mine is 8.
But he a couple of times he overlapped and might as well not have bothered because he overlapped, got the ball, and then just passed it back again. So he let me down there a bit. So I give him a 6.
Not bad, old
He
man.
certainly wasn't dreadful, and he certainly wasn't getting done all the time. That's nonsense.
All right, let's go with we did all the back four. So midfield, Longstaff on the right side, Paul.
Jesus
Christ. Oh my life. Sean.
Oh man, it's about to have
Sean
a stroke.
Longstaff. Oh man, look, lad, we love you for Newcastle. Okay, this is your positive. You for Newcastle. Awful. So he was terrible. I mean, he was awful. He was really bad. I mean, you know, the shot was bad. He was on the way on the floor when he's shooting. He loses the ball all the time. He's just, mate, this lad, he needs to be dropped for Wolves. You know, we've been talking about Burn being dropped.
Yeah,
Burn can play on Saturday. I've got no problem with Burn playing. If Burn starts, I've got no issue. If Longstaff starts, I'll be fucking furious. He was terrible. 1 out of 10.
Wow. 1 out of 10. Everybody's saying 0, 1. Doesn't go higher than 1, which is crazy. Or realistic. Mason, what do you think about Longstaff? You're muted. Oh, hold on.
You're mute.
Oh,
There we go.
where do I fucking start? 0. Honestly, he was freaking shite. What does Eddie Howe see in the man? Honestly,
I don't know, man.
Probably one of the worst players on the pitch tonight. And the other 0.
Yeah, it was tough to watch. Roy, this is your moment you've been waiting for.
Oh yeah. I gave Miggy -2 last week.
There we go. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. If you watch Miggy last week and Longstaff today, Longstaff was worse. So I'll give Longstaff a -3. He was the worst player on the pitch from both teams. He's shite, man. He's shite. I don't know. And what pissed me off more that Miley came on and came off, and he was still on.
Yeah.
So wait till we get to the coach rating afterwards. Yeah, -3. That is probably the worst performance of a Newcastle player this season today.
Well, you said the same thing last week.
No, yeah, well, yeah, he was worse than Miggy. And today, Miggy was against Arsenal. This guy's against the 16th place in the championship. And I thought he'll find his level against this team.
Oh, time out, man.
He didn't. He's shite.
We gotta
who
play.
said he needs to be sold in the summer?
Well, Mighty Win wants 40 million for him.
No, you're not going for 40 million. For 40 million pesitos or whatever what's the money in Mexico? What's the money in Mexico? Oh, fucking hell.
Pesos.
Pesos, aye. Yeah, that's the one, aye. Well, Italian, nah, mate, he's shit. He's shit. He wouldn't get a game. He wouldn't get a game in a team in probably the Greek league or Cyprus or somewhere like that.
Chris, can I just say something?
Go ahead, mate.
How did Man United want 50 million for Longstaff?
I wish we fucking sold him. Aye.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All
the players.
Hold on. Let me address my man Ian McKenna, who I appreciate. He says this is exactly why Eddie isn't playing Hall, because people think it's funny to slag off teenagers on the internet. Who's slagging? I mean, we're having an entertaining show, man. You're a part of. You know, we're just talking. I mean, you know, we're having fun. It is what it is, man. He played horrible. You know what I mean? So, what are you going to say? He played great. Ian, come on, man.
Well,
anyways,
what is he talking about? Longstaff?
I guess. I mean, because we were having a little bit of laughter.
We
gotta have fun, man. He
might be a virgin, but he's not a teenager. We love him though. We love him. Fucking shit. Man.
We want the Jordan lads to
Have,
do
have, you-
well,
have you
man.
seen?
but
Have
they-
you seen the movie Mean Machine?
Yeah.
What's the lad who gets battered all the time by the prisoners and Vinnie Jones and stuff? I can't remember.
I know
The old
you. I
man
know
is
you said like
laughing at-
Danny Dyer. I don't know who it was. Name
Yeah,
was.
that's the one. Yeah,
All right.
that's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your score, man?
What, me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said -3. You said -3.
-3. Yeah.
Okay. So Derek, I'm assuming you're a Geordie lad yourself. I'm sure Ian McKenna is a Geordie lad. You know, and Longstaff, you know, another one. So you guys should have a wonderful time right now. Your score should be
Longstaff doesn't get zeros, and he certainly doesn't get -3s.
there.
He
We go.
did do a couple of things right in the game. He put that lovely ball through for Gordon that Gordon cocked up. It was a great ball, that. And he did do one or two touches, but overall, he was just doing what Sean Longstaff does, covering empty blades of grass, making fairy tackles, and doing very little, very little. He had a chat. I was praying because I was slagging him up in the pub, and I was praying that he would prove me wrong. And when he got that chance from the rebound, I thought, go on, put it in, but no, straight at the keeper. I'll give him a 3.
It is funny. Ronald said Ronald
That's
is
six
a
more than
funny,
me.
Geordie lad. He says Dennis, to Joan Collins. Hey Joan, you look like a million lira. I'm not sure that's it. That, you know, that's how does Joanne take that one? But anyways, let's Derek, you said long stuff, so we're gonna go to Bruno Guimaraes, Paul.
I thought Bruno was fine. I loved. He did this great thing where he lost the ball, and he like sat on the floor, got the ball back, and turned the fella inside out and got the ball back. It was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, he was putting in, you know, effort and endeavor. You know, he was trying, you know, and again he scored a penalty, so I'm going to give him more points for that again, because that takes balls to step up for a penalty. And it was a decent penalty from Bruno. You know, so fair play to him. I thought he was trying, you know, he always has to be the step above in the midfield at times. And I think that's, you know, it's a bit frustrating for him, I think, because he is working with Longstaff, and, you know, that must be frustrating, I can imagine. He's doing a lot of jobs at once. And I think he was really, you know, he was decent today. Yeah, I think I've just seen that. I think I agree completely with a 7 for Bruno. I think he was absolutely fine.
All right, Mason, Bruno.
I'll give him a 7. I thought he was alright, but my critic of Bruno is he needs to shoot.
Yeah.
It does my
that's a good point.
frigging head in.
That's a good point.
And then I scored the penalty. With that run up, what does me head in and all, because last time he did it, he had the penalty save against Palace. But I thought he was alright tonight. But a few little critics but I'll still give him a 7.
Yeah, that's a good point, Roy. Bruno Guimaraes.
He looked like the only one who was trying to do something or create something from nothing. Yeah, it's a 7. We'll always get that from Bruno. He's another class from the rest. And I do fear he'll be gone in the summer. Bad feeling. But
why do you think Bruno's leaving in the summer?
Because we're not going to be in Europe. We're surrounded by shite, and he's probably, was he now 25, 26? Will he be 26? So he's going to be thinking, I've got 4 or 5 years now. If I play for Real Madrid, Champions League, somewhere like that, or play next to Longstaff, fucking. Well,
Hey, you got a little Roy's sense of humor.
Longstaff's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, or so playing for. He's probably thinking, I'm not a number 6. I've been forced to play there. I'm better as an 8, or an advanced 8, or a number 10 even. I'm being shoved at number 6 because the twat next to me is number 8. Nah.
Yeah.
So I think I've got a feeling he's going to go. If Real Madrid get Mbappe for an out,
Yeah.
they've got money to spend. And
Which, but actually, nobody knows this, but Bruno Guimaraes has a secret clause with Barcelona. They pay significantly less money. He must be a fan or something. That's the only club. They don't even they couldn't even come up with that amount of money anyway, even with the discount. But yeah, there's something out there.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
um,
110.
so no, it's less than that. But still, Derek, Bruno.
Well, the best of a bad bunch in the midfield by a million miles. Excellent penalty, although I was shitting myself.
Mate, that's normal. That
And as Mason so rightly says, I just wish he would shoot. Although he's kind of long range, mid range shooting isn't the best. But the one time he did try that tonight, we got a corner out of it, and that's the point. If you take shots, you get results. You know, they don't all have to be worldies. You know, things happen when you have shots into the box. Things happen. And the one time he did that, we ended up getting a corner. Trips wasn't on his best, so the corner was a waste of time, but that's by the by. No, I'll give him a 7. Definitely one of our better performers tonight.
All right, going to the end of the midfield, Joe Willock starting at the game today. For the first time in a long time, was subbed off. Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit happy to see him start, but I was a bit surprised. He looked rusty today. He's still. It's obvious he's come back from injury. It really is obvious. He wasn't his usual, his usual self, and I'm not putting that down to him completely. I don't think he's match fit. He did some things here and there. He was okay. Again, he wasn't awful, but like I say, he was obviously he's still getting back up to where he needs to be. So I'm not expecting this to be the usual Willock performance where he's dictating midfield. He's running in behind and doing all that stuff that we know he can do. So he was okay. I think I'm agreeing with everyone in the chat that he was literally a 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Mason.
I give him a 5. I thought he did all right.
Let me I apologize, Mason. Let me cut you off. Jules says, "How do I become a member?" All you gotta. Well, are you on an iPhone? Because if you're on an iPhone, then you won't see the join button in. Well, let me see. I got an iPhone. Yeah, you won't see the join button. So what you can do, which is crazy, man. This is crazy. What you can do in the description, the first link, you can become a member through that link. It'll take you to a link. You can join that way, etc. Or you can do it easily on your PC as well. But if you have an iPhone, you might not see. Now, if you don't have an iPhone, you can you should see the join button right there next to the subscribe button along that line right there. So let me know if you can, and we'll sort that out, mate. But sorry, Mason, go ahead.
I'll give him a 5. Considering he's getting back up to match fitness, I thought he did all right. That amount of time he was on the pitch is good for him for the good, and hopefully he'll get more against Wolves on Saturday. And he's just said he's on the iPad as well, Chris.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I'll give him a 5. I thought he did all right tonight.
Yeah, if you're on an iPad, you're not going to be able to see the join button. But if you go to the description, if you hit more under the title, you should be able to see become a member. In the first one, click on the go to the channel, and then you should be able to. But again, if we'll sort that out before we take off. Let me know if you're able to do that. Roy, what are your thoughts on Willock?
Yeah, just like the lads said. Yeah, I agree with Paul and Mason. It was 5. Same, exactly.
All right. Derek.
I'm just looking at Foxy's comment there, and he put that comment on just after I'd written down, Willock not fit for Foxy and me singing from the same hymn book. I thought he was anonymous, but at least he put his foot in more than Longstaff did a couple of times. But other than that, I thought he was really poor. So I'll give him a 4.
All right. Let's move quickly. We got the forwards. Jacob Murphy on the right side, Paul.
Murphy's such a frustrating footballer at times. We missed him when he came back. He was a breath of fresh air from Miggy at the time, because we just kind of got sick and tired of Miggy and needed a break from him. But actually, I don't think he had a good game today. Really, he was he kept doing stupid passes and they weren't coming off. He was running into players. He was giving the ball away quite often. And obviously he got hooked because I don't think Eddie was very happy with how he was playing. So he was definitely one of the poorer of the front three for definite. I can't give him higher than a 3. I can't. I just don't think he was good enough today.
Yeah.
They agree.
Yeah. Mason.
I thought it was poor night. I'll give him a 2. And I just seen David's question about Botman. He was just resting tonight. He was just resting tonight.
Yeah,
he was just resting tonight. He'll be back for Saturday. But for Murphy, I thought he was poor. I'm gonna give him a 2.
Yeah. Roy.
One of the shite ones on the pitch today. Unfortunately, I really like him, but it was shit. 2, and it's a generous one. He was shooting from just like he didn't look interested at all, as well. He wasn't trying like Bruno or Miggy when he came on. It just looked like he wanted to get rid of the ball as quick as he could. He didn't seem shocked when he was subbed out as well. He was like, yeah, well, thank you, I'm leaving now. So yeah, just give him a 2.
All right, Derek.
I would give him a 3. No, not normally, but I'm going to boost that to a 5 for giving Miggy the kick up the arse he needs.
No, how we?
Yeah, but I mean, I think that Miggy is better coming up.
So I'm giving him a 3 for his performance, but a 5 overall because without him, Miggy wouldn't be performing the way he can.
I think that Miggy is good coming off the bench. I mean, he's proven himself that he's not necessarily a starter. He can come on and really raise hell. Coming on, he's too quick. Other players are tired. So I think that's the option. The problem is Eddie doesn't know who to start on this one. I mean, I think he understands that Almiron probably would be better from the bench, but he's got to start somebody. And Murphy clearly didn't do well today. But I mean, again, nobody's playing really good. But anyways, let's go to the middle. Alexander Isak, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how fit this lad is. It's another one that I wonder how fit, how match fit he is. I know he's fit enough to play, but he's endeavouring at times. He did one of his little mazy runs, but then ran right into a Blackburn player and got got smack in the mouth. It's just service. It's a service to him as well. It's not just Isak. It's kind of he needs people to help him as well. Sometimes it is they liken that to a graveyard shift up front, don't they? So at times. And it does feel that way when he's not getting the service in there, because he's a big guy. And I think if you put balls in the box, he'll get on the end of them. But no one does that. We don't really do that often enough. This game, the way we played, was more of a game for for Callum Wilson, but he's not fit. He's injured. So I feel for Isak, but I don't know how fit he is. He didn't play. He hasn't played brilliantly, so I can't give him higher than a 4.
Yeah. Mason.
I'll give him a 3. And I think it was Paul or you, Chris, said that. Oh yeah, it was Paul. Seeing how fit he is. I mean, and obviously he got smacked in the mouth by the kid from Blackburn as well. I mean, something's not right with Isak, but fitness wise.
Right.
To be honest as well, he didn't do much. He generally didn't do much. So I'm going to give him a 3.
All right, Roy.
3 as well. Simply ineffective. Didn't do anything today. Barely. I think the team looked much better when he came off.
Right.
Like we've added another midfielder on. So instead of a striker, there was another midfielder, and there was more control. You notice that we missed more chances, and we attacked more when he wasn't even there, which might be a good idea to try against Wolves and keep him as impact sub.
Yeah, you didn't want him to start today.
I didn't want him to start. Yeah, that's probably my only right decision, and yeah, that's the only right one I had. I was
All
wrong
right.
about Miggy. I
You were
wanted
wrong
Miggy
about
to start.
everything, and you accept that.
Yeah, I wanted Miggy to start because it was his level.
Yeah.
So he didn't start. Longstaff proved me right. He is shit. I was wrong about Dubravka though.
Yeah.
Fuck
Good
that.
job, man.
No,
Derek.
I love it when I'm wrong and it works out in the favor of the team.
There we go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Good job, Derek. Good. I mean, Roy. I'm sorry.
But Derek, come on, Derek.
Sorry for calling you that name.
As Paul pointed out, that's you could argue that there's mitigating circumstances, that he's not getting the service and he hasn't got the players around him and all of that. But as for not getting enough crosses into the box, he's actually no good with his head anyway. I've never seen him beat a centre half in the air. So that's not his game. Again, for me, he's not an out-and-out striker. For me, Isak is a number 10. But that's what we so desperately need a focal point, a proper number 9. But whether that fits into Eddie's way of wanting to play and do stuff, I don't know. But Kenzie said earlier on in the chat that, and he's spot on, the one great chance he did get when Bruno put the ball through to him, his first touch, and it was away to the keeper. Last season that would have been in the back of the net.
Mm-hmm.
So again, is he fully fit? Probably not. But you've got to judge him on his performance. Whether he's fit or not, that's kind of irrelevant. So I'll give him a 4, a very generous 4.
All right. The last player started from the starting lineup, Anthony Gordon. Paul, what are your thoughts on him? He played good, I think.
I thought he was really good. Yeah, he's my favourite of the forwards today. He looked a bit lost in the first half a little bit, but I don't think anyone was that great in the first half, to be fair, apart from Dubravka. We had a pretty poor first half overall anyway. But second half, he came, as Roy said, when Isak came off and Almiron came on, Gordon looked more, he was getting a bit more endeavour, and Almiron was helping with that. And then the goal has come from that, from some decent play from Miggy, and finally a decent finish from Gordon. He did have a chance just before that he shot straight at the keeper. Harvey Barnes is in about a year of space. If he would have just passed it as a tap-in. But, he gets a goal in the end, so you can't be too hard on him. And again, another very decent penalty from Gordon, I thought, again. So, yeah, I think he was the best of the 3 there. So, yeah, some decent goals from him. and he scored the penalty. So fair play to him. I love his attitude as well. I think he's just breath of fresh air. And suck on that, Everton fans, because have that. So 7 out of 10.
All right, Mason.
I thought he was excellent. I thought he was generally excellent. Took his goal well. Disappointed he didn't take that one chance as well before he actually scored, but took his penalty well. I just thought his all round game was excellent, so I'm giving it.
Yeah. All right, Roy.
7. He's good. He's I'll give in few. I think in a couple of years he's going to be England's left back, left wing, not left back.
Yeah.
So he's already better than Grealish now and Rashford. So he should be on that flight to Euro. So yeah, 7, and he's just going to get better and better. So, but that's Ashworth's best buy, I think, if he was involved in that.
All right, Derek, last player.
Well, Mr. Controversy. These scores for Gordon, for me, are just showing everybody's preconceptions of players. And Gordon's been fabulous for this season. But tonight, I thought he was piss poor. And I would have given him about a 4.
Seriously.
Seriously, Longstaff
Seriously.
and Gordon were the 2 worst players in the first half.
No, Willock was worse than Gordon.
But he got his tap in, put on a plate for him by Miggy, and he scored a good penalty. So that ups him a bit. So I'm going to give him a 5. But it's all preconceptions, because you like a player, you don't see what they're doing wrong or not doing. And you only see what they do. You see all the good stuff, you never see the bad stuff.
All right.
What about when he ran back and tackled the player?
Yeah.
That was good.
He was always helping Dan Burn on the left.
That's why I'm saying he gets the 4. You're supposed to do that.
No, he's not supposed to. He's a winger, man.
He never hit the byline once.
He can
never
help.
ran. The number of times he had the ball on the left, he was past the ball on the left wing, and never took his man on and beat him. Not once tonight. Not once. He did what Miggy does, turned or did his little run inside or passed the ball backwards. He never beat his man and got to the byline once.
Hey, I appreciate the one and only Jules. Please, a round of applause for Jules. Just became a member of the show. I appreciate you, Jules. Thank you for the effort too. I know that Apple, I have all my stuff is Apple, and it was crazy to figure out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It definitely jeopardizes the content creators because Apple is obviously used very much, especially in the US. But anyways, let's finish up the stream. We've been going for a long one. Again, the raffle is going to be on Thursday for the shirt, so you can win a shirt at the end of on Thursday on the Thursday show. It's going to be the preview for Newcastle Wolves, so that's going to be a must watch. Now listen, we probably let's do quickly the 5 subs real quick. That way we can finish it up quickly. Harvey Barnes, Lewis Miley.
What about Eddie Howe?
Oh, we're gonna do Eddie Howe at the end, man. Relax. Yeah, Almiron, Livramento, Anderson, who doesn't have a score because he only played like 2 minutes. But anyways, Paul.
I think to do a quick draw, I think most of them get a 5. Miggy gets a 7. Just
All right.
quick for you.
There you go. Mason.
I'll give Miggy a 5. No, Miggy a 6 for the assist. Who was next? Miley's 5 for how long he was on the pitch. Livermento 5 as well. And Anderson at 5 because he was only on for like 2 minutes. So,
Yeah.
who else was there? Was that it?
On.
Bonds.
Martin missed the penalty.
I'll give him a 4 because penalty miss.
All right, Roy.
Okay, I'll give Bonds a 4. He had easy miss and missed the penalty. Miley 5, ineffective, but shouldn't have come off because he was better than Longstaff. Tino 5, not much. Yeah, didn't do much. So was that 3? Who's left?
Then we got
Miggy.
I'll leave
Amber.
Miguel to the end. And who else?
Elliot.
That's it.
And Anderson. Yeah, looked lively.
Come
Good to see him, but just give him 5 days just because he played for a couple of minutes. Miggy 8. Best game in the last.
Yeah.
That's his best game in the last
Yeah.
couple of months now.
There you go, man. I like
got an
that.
assist.
I like that.
That's his 7th assist for the club
Yeah.
after 6 years. Yeah, or a 7. No, I think he's got 10 in total and 6 in the league. So this is 11th.
Ian says,
Newcastle.
I thought Tino was the guy who was miles better than Burn. Ooh, he's giving it to all of us except Derek.
No,
But
I
that's
think today though it was just a bad day in office for everyone.
oh yeah.
But wait till we get to Eddie. Wait till we get to Eddie.
All right, Derek, go ahead, man.
You know, you're saying Tino better than Burn. I've already told you. When Tino replaced Burns, we got beat 4-0 and conceded 2 set pieces. When Burn came on, we won 1-0 and conceded no set pieces. That's the end of that argument. Tino 6, Miggy 8, Bonds 4, and Miley 5.
All right. Last but not least, we gotta go. So Eddie, what is his name? Edward? Or is it just Eddie? Okay.
It's Edward, yeah, but it's Eddie.
No, man, when you're in trouble, you call him Edward. So
Edward,
he's in
Edward
trouble.
Howe.
Edward Howe.
Should have joined Jedward.
Yeah. Paul, what is your score for Eddie Howe tonight?
Yeah. Like I say, he's got work to do. He has and so the players. It's not just. I don't want this to be like just on Eddie Howe because I think some of those players need to look at themselves as well. This isn't just an Eddie Howe problem. You know, like we said already, we've talked about Sean a lot. You know, people like that need to look at themselves and be like, I'm playing shit. You know, what am I doing? You can't have that. You know, it's not good enough. Yeah, but Eddie, you know, substitutes substitutes got us where we were in the game. You know, the Al-1-1 worked for the goal. Obviously, the Cells messes up with that, which is you know, it's bad luck. And then you end up winning the penalty shootout. But I'm not gonna be too crazy on Eddie Howe, but I think 5 out of 10, the middle, nothing special, nothing awful. Just what can you give him?
Mason.
I'll give him a 5 as well. Nothing special as what Paul said. To be honest, I think his tactics were a bit poor tonight. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 5.
All right. Roy.
I'm going to give him a 2 because his starting 11, one by one or player by player are better than Blackburn's. The subs player by player better than Blackburn's. Those players weren't on the pitch, so it doesn't matter what formation, who he picked, whichever 11 he put on the pitch, he should have won that game easily. They looked demotivated, not mentally prepared for this game at all, and it was worse than last week. So after that 4-1 defeat last week, you would think these players are going to come fired up for this, and they looked worse. And I'm worried about Saturday now. Because if they play like this against a Premier League team, they're going to get bad again.
Mm.
And we beat Villa. We let an easy goal in. We were shit. Luton, we were shit. What was it? We beat Fulham.
Forest.
Lucky. Forest. Yeah. So even when we got a result, we won today. Nobody's happy. Is anybody happy today with the football? Nobody is.
No, exactly.
So we won though, and I can see some comments. Oh, we won. No, you're covering the patches. We were shit. C won. What's he scored 5 goals today or something? 6.
6-2.
Yeah, 6 against 2.
6
against
fucking hard.
Luton.
Yeah.
that
So a
we-
Premier
we
League
drew.
team. So we're in
Yeah.
a draw. We're the only reason we're in a draw tomorrow is the Bravka today.
Yeah.
Because that team today on the pitch looked like there was no manager. Some of them looked like they've just met each other today.
Yep.
So that's down to Eddie, not anyone else. If Longstaff is shit, it's not his fault he's being played. Because he's going to be like, oh, he picks me next week, I'm going to play. And if he gets picked the week after, I'm going to play again. If Dan Burn doesn't play good on the left, doesn't matter. He's not a left back. He's a centre back. Who's the one picking him, playing him on the left? So it's Eddie.
All
So
right.
we need, if now if Eddie gets the sack, he can only blame himself now, no one else, and his backroom staff and Mad Dog and Jones and stuff.
And the rest. All right. Derek, you got the last word, man.
Well, he starts off with a 10 for fighting public opinion and starting Dubravka. And the same with Dan Burn. So he gets a 10 for starting them. And then he loses 5 for making 5 substitutions and still leaving Longstaff on the pitch. He loses another 2 for putting Miley on and then taking him off. And he loses another 1 for still not realizing that we cannot play with any current combination of 3 players in midfield. He gets another 1 for putting Mickey on, and that leaves him with a grand total of 2. I thought he was absolutely clueless in every aspect tonight. Every aspect of controlling gameplay, seeing what was happening, trying to change something. And I never, ever thought I would say that about Eddie Howe. Ever.
Yeah.
He will always be a hero to me for last season, which, as everybody knows, is the best season I've ever had following the team. But he appears now to have completely lost the plot, and his stubbornness is just not doing us any good at all.
Yep.
So 2 for me.
All right. With that being said, we got to call it off. I appreciate everybody's support, all the members. Let me see. It was Jules and Trolls. That rhymes. You guys became members, so I appreciate that. You can become a member, win a shirt on Thursday. Newcastle United home shirt. You can win that. Next month is the Mitre Wins Dentures. So if you want to win that, you can become a member and get that. I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much. Please, if you haven't already done so, smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new
Hit
to the
that
show.
like.
Hit the like tomorrow. What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday is probably going to be the Insiders After Hours. So I believe that's going to start at 10:30. So, anyways, it might change 10. It's always around the same time anyway. But regardless, I appreciate your support from Paul, Mason, Roy Caviani, the Mighty Win. We will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Te quiero, mojadita.
You never